How's it going, guys? My name is Doe, and last time you saw me, we just got done doing Gathering Storm and our warnings. And after that, what I did off of the camera or off of the footage was I farmed Hellion and I did fire patrols or blaze patrols a lot, try and get some fire orbs. But this is the build I use to kill Hellion or to kill all the fire behemoths a lot. If you want to use that, you can. And now we are in a better spot. I wanted to do that since I knew I would need a bunch of blaze orbs, which I'll need even more to craft stuff. And I didn't really feel like recording all that because fighting the same behemoths over and over again is not very entertaining, and also not very educational since I've already shown you guys how to fight Hellion a couple times. But what I did though after killing it was I made the chain blades as high as I could, and at the moment I cannot craft this any higher. It's physically impossible right now because I can't fight Scorchstone Hellion, and you have to fight Scorchstone Hellion to get these Scorch Scales. So I can't upgrade anything past +5 for Hellion, including the armor. So just, if everyone's like trying to make this gear to get higher in the quest line, you can't. Yet. So what I also did was I fought Embermane a little bit, but I didn't fight the big bro Embermane. So now we can make the Embermane's Rapture, which is a really good lantern. I'm probably going to use it. Am I going to use this? Yeah, I'll use it. I'll use it. I actually like this lantern a lot. Oh, wait. I haven't made it yet. I'm really smart. Oh, we can actually craft it too. We have enough. So this takes a lot of parts. But I think the hardest thing to get is going to be the tail. So make sure you craft the tail when you fight Embermane. But now we can actually equip this, and that is freaking awesome. Well, I'm lost. Hello? All right, I'm back. But now we can equip that. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. And at the moment, we have a couple options for our quests. We could either do Things Have Escalated or Shared Sacrifice. And because I want to mix some things up, I'm gonna go ahead and do Things Have Escalated. I think that's what the plan's gonna be for this part of the playthrough. Let's go ahead and do this, and we might make our way to Shared Sacrifice as well. It depends on how much time it takes to do this escalation. Which, I'm happy that I made these chain blades, because this is going to give me a lot of damage to make it easier on myself to do this stuff, or to handle escalation. Although it's not that hard to begin with, it's not that difficult, but having more damage means I'll do it faster. And speed is important to me. I like to be quick and to the point with things, in like the best manner I really can. So now we have some fire chain blades. I want to go and make sure I have more potions, because escalation has 4 rounds for the 1 through 13 mode, and then for the higher version mode, which I'll unlock a bit later, that one has 5 total rounds. So if you want to bring potions, you can. I'm going to use it on the 4th round, which is the hardest one in 1 through 13. And I'll use some stamina tonics too. Okay, so we're good on that. We'll go ahead and queue for some Escalation. Here, I'll do public, I guess. We'll see how this goes. It shouldn't be bad. Like, Escalation 1 through 13 is very easy. I don't think there's any dire behemoths in this escalation mode, so things are pretty easy to kill. They have pretty low health thresholds and should not be difficult whatsoever. But if my teammates are AFK, then it becomes a bit more difficult. Also, I say also a lot. Whatever. I've been trying to make some repeaters, and I want to make them to play them a bit. But my thing with repeaters is I do not normally recommend these weapons until late game, because I prefer this weapon with as much attack speed, or I prefer this weapon with as good of cells as I can really get. And that doesn't happen until you're in the late game. If you like playing them, that's great, that's fantastic. But for me personally, I do not enjoy these weapons until I get better gear and better cells. So that's kind of why I haven't been playing these, just in case anyone's wondering. That's sort of the reason why I haven't been playing these a lot. I'm just waiting. I might hit it up once I get a bit further down into the quest line and I get some better cells. It honestly might happen after I unlock trials. I think that's where we'll start using repeaters. Once I get trials unlocked, I'll hit that up. Yo, this is the first. Oh my lord, We are finally outnumbering the console players in this group. Praise the heavens. We have 3 PC gamers and 1 Switch player. PC Master Race, rise up. Let's get it, dude. Alright, so this build is not that great, but it's getting better. We have +6 Rage Hunter, and this is the first time we're going to have Overpower, which is a phenomenally strong cell in Dauntless, and it's a cell that I want more of right now because it'll make me kill things faster. I can finish hunts a lot faster. We'll go ready up. Anyway, this is Escalation. This is the newest game mode at the moment, at the making of this video, and it's a cool game mode. It's pretty much like a gauntlet of sorts. You have multiple rounds you have to go through, and each time you defeat a round, you get to pick an amplifier from a node stone or a lodestone, whatever we call it, and that gives you a buff you can carry with you to more rounds, depending on what the buff says. Sometimes the buff only lasts for 1 round. That can be a bummer, but just make sure you read what they do. But you get random behemoths, and also the behemoths have modifiers. So this case, we have danger zones where you periodically appear, or danger zones periodically appear on your screen, and they're like these really giant circles. This is also a shock escalation, so they're like most of the amplifiers or modifiers are shock themed, and same goes to the amplifiers. So this is the modifier right here, danger zones. It takes a while for them to actually go off, and they go off in a weird pattern. I think it's based on how they're deployed. It hits me. But in this mode, all weapons are pretty good. I think the weapon I don't like in this mode is repeaters. But hey, if you like it, again, play whatever you want to play. And as you can see, it's not too difficult. We're pretty much shredding this thing. Avoided all that damage. I'm nuts. Yeah, we're just shredding this thing. What's cool in this mode is weapons that aren't normally that great, or that weapons that aren't super good in some cases outside of Escalation, become really good in Escalation, especially towards the later parts of the game. So everything has a place in this mode, and that's it's nice to see. It's nice to see that more weapons are being more better in this mode. And these are the amplifiers I was talking about earlier. You get a choice between 3 of these buffs, pretty much. And you can read them off if you want to. In my case, I kind of know what I want to pick, which is going to be Paragon's Blessing. Because I'll give all my teammates extra damage, including myself, if I dodge an attack. So that is a lot of value. That is, for that buff, it gives 10% extra damage if I dodge an attack for 20 seconds. I will give my entire team, including myself, a combined amount of 40% extra damage, which is great. And this is actually a dual behemoth hunt, which you guys have never seen, I don't think. Well, if you're new to the game, you've never seen it. If you're not new, you've seen it, like, recently. But this has 2 behemoths, and it can be a pain to deal with, man. Like, in this mode, it's not that big a deal, because they're not the dire versions, but as you get to the harder escalation, it can get kind of wild. Well, my teammates are owning right now. They're going ham like Toucan Sam on that Embermane. Should have saved that for the enrage, which isn't how. Actually, never mind. It's not enrage yet. Now it is. And also, chainblades are freaking great in this mode because they're so agile. You can just dodge a ton of stuff. Really solid pickup in this mode. I didn't have any pips there to dodge. Every time I like bring something up and I talk about it, I'm like, oh, this is great. Then I get mopped. Yeah, if I kill Koshai before they kill Embermane, I'm better. Oh, don't help me. Die. Okay, I win. I win. Even because of the interference, I still win. I dare someone to try and counter that. You know, I won that. Escalation is a good place to get mastery, by the way, although some things don't work and like as they should right now, which they'll get fixed. So there's no real point in talking about that because they'll get fixed. But some of the masteries don't count, but most of them do. And in any case, it's really fast to do escalation to get masteries because it's like a boss rush pretty much. And that makes it pretty quick because instead of like having to queue for one behemoth, wait for the hunt to load in, go find it and kill it, you queue for escalation, load in, and then have a kajillion gamers to face. If this is, is this Dire Nasher? Am I a liar? Okay, so apparently you can fight a Dire behemoth in this mode, just not heroic. You body blocker? Yeah, we hit those. Yeah, so that's my bad on that. This body blocking though is gonna make me sad. And for this mode, we have two modifiers. We have weak spots and umbral instability. So the umbral instability is that little orb there that's going to explode and bring all of our health pools to 1. Or it's going to bring all of our health down to 1 if we don't kill it. Which we're not going to kill it, apparently. Yeah, I'm going to heal so I don't die. I think that's the play. And also escalation gets harder as you go. So every time you complete a round, you go further, it gets harder. And that is important to know because if like round 2 is really hard for you, then it doesn't get easier for the most part. Sometimes it can because you can get behemoth matchups that are better for you and your weapon. But most of the time, it's going to be more difficult as you progress to escalation. But this is sort of like how it works. You have the first round is 1 behemoth. Second round is 2 behemoths, third round is 1 behemoth, and the fourth round is 2 behemoths. And in the hard escalation mode, there's a new behemoth called Malkarian, which we'll get to that in a later quest. I'll go with, So full throttle is a modifier that doesn't, it only progresses for you, it only sticks with you for the next round. Like it goes away after that. Which, in this case, we only have 1 more round, so I forgot. I'm used to the other escalation. But that's fine. We get 20% extra crit chance, which ain't bad. And this escalation, crit chance is really good. For shock escalation, crit chance is very solid once you get cells and perks and whatnot that boost it. At the moment, though, I wouldn't invest super hard into that because you don't have access to what makes it really strong, which is on the Lantern Attunement device outside of escalation. And by the way, if any of this sounds confusing, I do have videos covering escalation in some pretty decent detail. Okay, Koshai. Holy. I was gonna try and boop that, but I'm bad. Yeah, I have videos covering escalation in some pretty good detail. So if you're confused at all and you have questions about escalation, go ahead and look those up. I'll leave a link in the description, I believe, if I get around to it. Don't hit me, Koshai. Oh, I knew he was gonna hit me. Yeah, I'm wounded right now. I want to heal. Otherwise, I'm gonna get smacked up. Yeah, I'm helping my team out with the with my swinging blades, my horizontal swings. I'm getting those bombers back. I'm getting hit because I can't time my attacks right. Dang. It's too close. It's too close, dude. We got that. We're nuts. We use Shrike's dead body to bounce off of with our special, and then to dash towards Koshai to interrupt it. Pretty lit. Pretty lit. And then we messed up on an easy dodge. Nice. Overall, things are not hurting me that bad, which is great. And it's almost dead. I could land this and die. Almost. Don't kill me, bro. No. You're like one hit. Okay, he's multiple instances of one hit, which is almost the same thing as being one hit, it's just slightly different. They're a little bit different there. Now, I'm curious if killing Koshai in this mode will give me what I need for my quest. I'm not sure why it wouldn't, but I want to see. Ooh, and you don't. By the way, you don't have to open this lodestone to get your loot, but you can to feel cool about yourself. It's pretty cool animation. It's all flashy and glowing and whatnot. It's kind of nice. I likes it. Okay, we got 2 vital thorns, and it does count. Huh. That's kind of nice. That's actually nice to know. So it was somehow it worked out because I waited a while to do escalation. I had this quest for a while now, and I waited to do it. But now that we have this quest and shared sacrifice, which shared sacrifice wants you to get break parts from behemoths, it works out. That's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was calculated. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say what everyone's thinking. Was it calculated? Yes. The answer is 100 times yes. Talented individual, spend 1 talent point. Okay, so this is where we're going into the lantern attunement device. This thing is okay. That's actually a banger. How come they could have given me this as a screenshot. I would have been really happy, but you know, whatever. I ain't mad. So the charged etheric power you draw into your lantern capacitor on escalation hunts can be attuned to grant you special talents. And they will permanently increase your abilities in escalation, but you can reset them by hitting this button for free anytime you want. Now, to quickly cover this, there are amp upgrades and amp unlocks. Amp upgrades you should always put talent points into because it's good to have. It's good to have them. They don't really affect you they only affect you in a positive way. That's the only way the amp upgrades can affect you, is in a positive way. And amp unlocks, some aren't that great. So having them all unlocked means that you're taking up precious RNG. You're taking up precious RNG from other better amps if you have them unlocked and a chance to get them when they aren't that good. And also in escalation, you have this lantern capacitor, or this XP bar for in a sense. And this XP bar gives you more power for your lantern, which gives you more power for your slayer. You can get up to 50 more power for your weapon and your armor, I believe, which is kind of nice. And that's outside of escalation. In escalation, it is multiplied by 3, so you get 150 power for your weapon and your armor in escalation, which is pretty helpful. And the last thing is you have these unlocks for certain talent point and these unlocks for certain talent point marks, I guess? I don't know. So getting enough talent points unlocks these bonuses, and one of the coolest ones is this. This is a free cosmetic set that looks amazing. It's free to use, and it is freaking awesome. But that is a very quick, that's a very quick spark notes on how this works. Anyway, to spend your talent points, you click on an icon you like. Boom, you're done. If you want to reset it, you hit reset, and it's that simple. You just keep doing it if you want. So yeah, and again, there are videos covering the talent points, all this kind of stuff. But we finished that quest. Turn it in. And then now we have King of the Hill, which I believe is get 5 talent points. Okay, so now you need to get 5 talent points and equip weapon and armor gear power 450. So this dude is expecting a lot from us. Kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. So let's go ahead and look at what we need for shared sacrifice. But I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you what these parts are and what they're from. I think that's important. So shared sacrifice, you need the blood hides and vital thorns. I believe these are both just drop chances from killing it. So yeah, smoldering bloodhide is just a rare drop from slaying a bloodfire Embermane, and the same goes for the vital thorns. They are just a rare drop from killing Koshai. It's RNG. To increase your RNG, you can stay alive, because when you die, if you stay alive, you get extra rolls on loot. You get up to 3 extra rolls on loot. Every time you die, you lose 1. I didn't want to flip you guys off, so I had to do it in a weird way. So not dying is important to get extra loot, and breaking more parts gives you a better chance of getting it as well. Those are two great ways to do it. And the last way is to own the Elite Hunt Pass. Owning the Elite Hunt Pass will give you 1 extra roll on loot. It's not a big deal though. I don't own it on this account, and we're doing pretty fine. And yeah. Alright. Embermane is a fight that if you don't know how to interrupt, you're going to have a bad time, okay? You're just not going to have a good time whatsoever, so you have to learn how to interrupt. And every single weapon in the game can interrupt, some much better than others, but every weapon has the ability to interrupt by doing something. For the sword, just hit the behemoth and you'll interrupt it. You can use whatever attack you want to. Everything interrupts except for the AoE slicers. Those do not interrupt. But if you hit it with the actual sword on any attack, it will interrupt a behemoth if it's doing an unstable attack. And Embermane only has 1 unstable attack, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. But what it'll do is it'll charge at you, and when it's charging at you, you can actually hit that once it displays these little orange marks on its head. I'm not sure how to describe the marks, but they're just like lines on the head. And most behemoths have these marks as well when they're doing an unstable attack to tell you, hey, try and interrupt this to make it easier on yourself. But Embermane, it'll charge at you, and after like a little bit, like very short amount of time, that attack becomes unstable and you can interrupt it. I'm saying that because some people try and interrupt attacks too early, where it's not interruptible yet, because there is sort of a timer for a lot of attacks before they can actually be interrupted. So it's gonna start running at me soon. Hello? Okay, I might miss this, but I'm gonna try. So that's how you interrupt with the sword. I roll to the left, and then I boop it on the snoot. And I just keep doing that over and over and over again. Okay, this is close quarters. And I don't know how that hits me, but okay. We are gonna have to just accept it for what it is. We already proc Frost, which is wild, and I don't like that on this behemoth, but it's fine. Worked out. Never mind. We love Frost proc. It's the best. But yeah, this fight is mostly just a interrupt simulator. So if you can interrupt, it's not that bad. If you can't interrupt, it is a nightmare. I remember when I first played Dauntless, I didn't know what interrupts were, and oh my Lanta. This was at a time where chain blades couldn't interrupt. They can interrupt now, but before you couldn't boop unless you had a certain cell to do it with. That's been changed, but during that time period I was like, oh, I'll be a Kratos main, chain blades. And then I fought this behemoth and I was like, I'm never playing that weapon again. But they changed it now to where you can actually interrupt with chain blades without having to go through some lame loops or routes and whatnot. So it's kind of nice. But yeah, this behemoth was it was so rough when I first started playing, because I didn't know how to interrupt. Like that. That's how I was before. I just couldn't do it. I think we should get this tail. That's important. It's just hard though because it's on the ground. It gets up so quick. Let me hit you. No, I hit it too. I got robbed. I get robbed a lot in this game. There, I'm just bad. That's my bad. Now it's gonna run away. It's at quarter health though, which is good. Like we didn't do bad there. It was pretty quick overall, and it's at quarter health. This is a fight that goes so much faster once you get a decent amount of overpower, which overpower makes it to where when you boop it like that, it takes more damage whenever it's on the ground in that stagger state. And that makes this fight so much quicker. Okay, this left arm is still weak. I actually hit something like that? Wait. You love to see it. Go for this tail. This tree is blocking me! I can't break the tree. Remove trees in Dauntless. Like, I get that, you know, Mr. Beast playing a lot of trees and whatnot, but in Dauntless, I feel like they can go. No one's gonna mind. These trees bully me on a daily basis. Before, there used to be a lot of stumps in Dauntless, all on the ground, and they would just stop you from playing the game. It was not cool. Let me just hit a part. Lit. Okay, the game listened. That's awesome. Can I stop trading? By the way, trade is whenever you interrupt a behemoth and you also get interrupted yourself, and it's not great. The goal is not to do that. Like, I should have gotten hit there, but I didn't. Olive juice, Dauntless. Looking out for me. Man. This fight can be so long, you don't have a power. It gets up so quick now. It used to be on the ground for longer. This is a fight that it might be faster to go with the group and just pray that they have really good cells so they can do more damage than you. Oh, you know, I forgot. I'm an idiot. I don't have adhesive hilt equipped. This is a flamethrower move. It's gonna do that for a while. You can just get behind it and chill. I need this tail. Mizwa. Am I hitting it? Can't tell. Alright, right now it's playing games. Like, keep away. I feel like that shouldn't be a trade. Maybe it's just me. And right here, the Frostbrock is kind of helping me because it keeps it on the ground for a bit longer. Oh, my Lanta. Let me hit your tail. It gets up so quick. I can't do anything. It's gonna die before I get the tail. Like, I just need the tail, bro. Hey, I'll buy you dinner. I said you know what? Matter of fact, never mind. I was gonna take you to McDonald's. I wasn't even gonna buy you chicken nuggets either. I was gonna get you some napkins and some ketchup packets because this is ridiculous. That hunt took way longer. I'm kind of sad on that. That makes me a little, I'm not happy with that. Dude, these videos... Oh, I got shards, though. I didn't even see that. Well, I did see that, but I didn't even get to show you guys. I got the epic drop from that, so... It worked out, kinda. Although, Embermane gear isn't that crazy. So, whatever. But, we got all of our smoldering hides from one Embermane. Which is pretty cool. So this, I'm not sure how I'm gonna edit this video, but we killed Koshai. We got all of our parts for this quest. Now all we have to do is return them to Dr. Priani, something like that, Piranha. And I think after this we can fight Scorchstone Hellion. I'm hoping, please. We get Tyndall Arkstone, lit. Now what? Okay. Very anticlimactic, if you ask me. Ooh, Farslayer. Oh, word. Zelia. Hunt 2 Frost. Ooh, see? Now, okay. Now we get to hunt Frostback Pangar, Scorchstone Hellion, and Razorwing Careback. Which, Frostback Pangar and Razorwing Careback aren't that big a deal, but Scorchstone Hellion has the goods. It's got that thick gear. So this is going to be for the next part of this playthrough. And I'm happy we get to finally do that now. I'm excited. Now, I want to figure out what this side quest is real quick before we go ahead and call it. Making my way down to Admiral's Eye. For the 47th, hunt 3 shotgun Zygas and hunt 3 dead cool shots. I'll go ahead and take this anyway. This is the quest to give you concussive grenades, and these grenades can actually interrupt behemoths. And this is a very good item to have if you're playing repeaters, because repeaters aren't the best at interrupting, and this makes it pretty solid in some situations. Pretty good. And we progressed decently well on quests. Quests are going pretty smoothly. But I'm gonna go ahead and end there, and in the next video I will be done with the talent points for King of the Hill, and I'll be working on getting better armor and what have you. And we'll be also done with shared sacrifice, and we'll see what we get after that. I want to say, guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.